Hello dear students. In this lecture, we are going to understand diphthongs. In the last two previous lectures, we have learnt about consonant sounds and vowel sounds. And as you all know that there are 44 sounds. Among them, consonant sounds are 24 and vowel sounds 20. And vowel sounds are divided into pure vowels and diphthongs. In the last lecture, we have understood 12 pure vowels, and in this lecture, we are going to learn diphthongs particularly. Before going to start diphthongs, I would like to tell you one thing, that is International Phonetic Alphabet, means IPA. So, what is it? It is an alphabetic system of phonetic notation based primarily on the Latin alphabet, and it was devised by the International Phonetic Association in the late 19th century as a standardized representation of the sounds of spoken language. So now we are using the chart or the symbols for the sounds, and that chart or the symbols used for the sounds is called as International Phonetic Alphabet. Means a particular, actually in the International Phonetic Alphabet there are many alphabets, but we have taken only those which are used in English language. And the alphabets we used for writing, they are 26, A to Z, but alphabets we means used for or used as symbols for sounds, they are called as phonetic alphabets. And we are in the last two lectures we have understood 24 phonetic alphabets which are used for consonant sounds, then 20 phonetic alphabets which are used for vowel sounds, and I think 12 pure vowels we have understood in the last lecture. And now we are going to understand diphthongs. So there are 8 diphthongs, and all these sounds are written in slash. Slash means, as you see here, the symbols or the bracket, not exactly bracket, but slash. I will use the spotlight to tell you or make you understand. So these lines, here used like this, they are called a slash. And sounds are always written in slash. We don't write A to Z alphabets which are used for writing. It's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. We don't write in slash, but whenever you write sounds or what do you call now phonetic alphabets, they should be written in slash only. Okay, so start from this first, how it's pronounced, A. So you have to pronounce it as long A. In the last lecture we have understood the sound A as in bet or pen, but this is slightly long, A. It's not A, it's A. And as in, the examples are also given here before that particular sound. So A as in take, okay, or make, or cake. So most of the times this alphabet A, whenever it is written here, actually there are many of the alphabets used for this sound, but in this example we find that spelling is A and pronunciation is A. It's not A. So you can understand the difference between G-E-T, get, and G-A-T-E, gate. Okay, one is get and another is gate. So when you extend or make that A sound somewhat lengthy or extend it, then it becomes A, and then as in cake, make, take. Okay, next I, okay, buy, B-U-Y, buy, or you may take another example, sight, S-I-T, or you may take another example, kite, K-I-T-E, kite. Though in the spelling there is E, but we don't pronounce it as kind. The word K-I-N-D is pronounced as kind. But in another example, last time we have seen that in the word is for example pin, their e is pronounced as just e, short e, or in some of the words, keep, k double ep, we pronounce double e as long e, and when there is a spelling I, pin, we pronounce it as pin. But in the word kind or kite, we find that spelling is I, but we pronounce it as I. So we say kind, not kind. We say kind, or uh, kite, kite, or bite, bite. Okay, or maybe another. In other examples, you will find some other letters also. You may, for example, in the word liar, ly, uh, lyre, lyre, or in the word pyre, pyre, or liar, you will find the spelling is y, but pronounced as um, ye is there. uh, sorry, lyre, y is pronounced here I, so lyre becomes liar. um, Sometimes spellings are different, but the pronunciation is I. So you can find the examples like this. And then in another, next sound is oi, oi, as in boy, or as in toy, toy. So oy, mostly oy spelling is pronounced as oi, boy, boy, or you can find in another example tortoise, toys, or voice, 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 I. So you can have on many of these spellings, different spellings for this sound also. For different spellings, the same pronunciation can be used like this. In the next, we'll see ear, as in fear, fear, ea, spelling is ea, or sometimes maybe there may be the spelling double e, as in peer, p double e r, peer, or maybe there pear is different word and p double er is different, but the pronunciation is same. In both of the words you will find this pronunciation. Ear, diphthong is used, as in here tear also, tear, 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 or fear, fear. So ear is a diphthong. Diphthong means zod swar, means uh, here you can find the combination of e and and the combination becomes e, and fast we say ear, ear. Here a plus e becomes oi, oi, but we have to combine, we have to pronounce oi very shortly, oi, and it's a, e, it becomes I, a, e. These are single sounds, but single vowels, but when they come together, then it becomes diphthong. It becomes a. Then next is air, air. It's a plus a, 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 and together they become air. This is different. This is a combination of a and a and and it becomes air. In the for example, or as in the word care, care, care. Here a is pronounced as air, and you find the difference here. In the word take, a is pronounced as a, and in the word care, a is pronounced as, means the same alphabet is there. Here is also a, here is also a, but this a is pronounced as a, and this a is pronounced as air, air, care, share, 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 then fair, fair. Now in the word you'll find the different spelling. Fair, there is ai, and it is pronounced as air, fair. Okay, or fare, other word fair, both fair, both of the fair are same, pronounced the same, but spelling is different. So care, fair, share, rare, rare. Okay, so you'll find the in most of the words you'll find are, and the pronunciation is air. Then ow, ow. In English there is no o. There is no o sound in English. In alphabets we write o. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. When we write alphabets, 26 alphabets, at that time we write o. But that o sound is letter is o, or alphabet for writing is o, but it is not in the sound. In the sound it is o. So when we write o in the spelling, whenever there is the spelling o is written in the word, then we have to pronounce it as o, not as o. Means, for example, in the word go, means G-O, we Indian people, we say that go. We say go, but it is not go. Its correct pronunciation as per the standard pronunciation, or RP, what you say, or IPA sounds. When we try use or follow this IPA, then we have to pronounce it as O, because O sound is always pronounced as O in English, and we have to say go as go, go. So you can take another example where there is spelling O is used and is pronounced as O. We have to pronounce it as O. Okay. So for example, in the word, you can take another example of O. So S-O-W. So here also we say just so, but it's not so. It's so, S-O-W, so, or G-O, go, or M-O-W, mo. So we have to remember that name wherever the spelling is O, and when we pronounce in Indian English O, then in standard pronunciation we have to pronounce it as O. And so we'll say I go, or he goes. When you say G-O-E-S, when you say he goes, so we say he goes. He goes. We in Indian pronunciation we say he goes, but in standard pronunciation we have to say he goes, goes. Oh, slightly you have to and u. You have to mix plus u, and it becomes so you have to pronounce it as go or goes. Then u, u plus it becomes u. And for example, in the word poor, P-O-O-R, poor, and because R is in the initial position, we are not going to pronounce it. As I have already told you the rule of R in English, that when R comes at the end of the word, it becomes silent. It remains silent. So we'll just say poor, not poor. In Indian people say poor because we have the habit of pronouncing R. But in standard pronunciation, R should be silent. So we have to pronounce it as just poor, or sure, S-U-R-E, sure, or cure, C-U-R-E, cure. So in this way, you will find poor in some of the words in English. Then ow, last diphthong is ow. So it's the combination of a plus u, and it becomes ow. And in for example, in the words like cow, C-O-W, cow, ka, ow, ka adik ow, it becomes cow. So here before or after k sound, ow is used. In the spelling we say C-O-W, but it is pronounced when we read this word, we read it as cow. Means k, what type of sounds we pronounce when we read this word C-O-W? We read it cow, means k adik ow, k plus ow, it becomes cow. Or you may say now, N-O-W, now, or you may say town, T-O-W-N, town, or gown, G-O-W-N, gown. So ow is used, or most of the words, I think O-W spelling is used. So there may be some different spellings are there, but you can find such type of diphthongs, how they are used in words in English. So totally there are 8 diphthongs, and with the examples we have understood how they are pronounced in different words. So lastly, I'll read all these diphthongs once more, and you just remember how it's pronounced. Okay? And you also try to find out some other examples when I think you can find out some different words where, or in those words, or in the words where these diphthongs are used particularly, and that will make you practice, and you will understand more about the diphthongs. Okay, so I'll read it again and listen carefully. A as in take, I as in buy, I as in boy, E as in fear, A as in care, A as in go, U as in poor, and ow as in cow. So in this way, you read it loudly, you write down all these phonetic alphabets or these sound symbols in your notebook. You write all those 44 sounds we have studied in the last lectures, that is 44 consonants and 12 pure vowels and 8 diphthongs. So totally they are 44, and you write down all these 44 sounds in your notebook, and you write every day, you practice it, because you have to remember all these sounds, how they are written. Because in the next lecture, when we are going to understand how to do phonetic transcription, means in the examination I will ask you, or I will give you some of the words, and you will have to write those words, or you have to transcribe those words in phonetic transcription, means by using these symbols. For example, if I give you the word in examination, that is take, take, so I will give the word as take, but you have to write in the phonetic transcription t, taking the three. How many sounds are there in the word take? How many sounds are there? Only 3 sounds are there. Okay, in the spelling there are 4 alphabets, T-A-K-E, T-A-K-E, but in the sounds, when we pronounce this word take, there are 3 sounds. You can see, pronounce it slowly and then see how many sounds are there. T, A, K. Means T is one sound, A is another sound, and K is next sound. So here A is not 2 vowels. It is a combined together, it's 1 vowel only. A. जोड स्वर वापरला इथे, सिंगल स्वर वापरलेला नाहीये. So it becomes A. So you should not count it as 2. A is different and E is different. No, it is 1. A plus E becomes A. So it should be counted as 1 sound only. So in the word take, there are 3 sounds, T, A, and K. And then it becomes take. So in the next words also you can find how the sounds are used of fear. In the word you will find that there are 4 alphabets written here. In A, B, C, D, we write here F, E, A, R. So in written alphabets you will find 4 letters are used, or 4 alphabets are used. But when you pronounce this word fear, so you will find that just 2 sounds are used. One is F and another is ear. For adik plus ear, it becomes fear. Means in the sound, you will just use 2 sounds, one consonant. For is consonant and ear is vowel. So in the next lecture, I will tell you how they are shown in the format of C and V, means consonant and V. Means for we will use in the word fear. So for is, when we pronounce this word in the sound system, we'll say that fear, and fear means for plus ear. Means for is consonant C and ear is vowel V. The pattern is CV. So we'll try to understand how the pattern is written about the words. Means in the take, in the word take, you will write the pattern T. For T we will use C, consonant. Consonant means, in short, we'll write the symbol C. So T is C, and A is vowel, so it becomes V, and lastly there is K also. Take, T, A, K, means C, V, C. So pattern will be C, V, C. So in this way we'll try to understand the patterns by using the phonetic alphabets, and also by pronouncing that word. So two things are very important, that you should know or you should remember each and every symbol or each and every phonetic alphabet I have given for 44 sounds. You just practice and remember all those sounds. And one more thing is that you should know the pronunciation of the word. This pronunciation, both of the things are necessary when you use the phonetic transcription or when you transcribe the word in phonetic representation. So I think in the next lecture we'll try the next things, that is the pattern, CV pattern, and one more thing, that how the or I will take some of the examples how to transcribe or how to write the phonetic transcription of the words. So let's stop here now.